Iowa Falls Alton High School students and teachers have been interviewed on their feelings and opinions on Flex Wednesday.
You'll also see some interviews from different students in different grades, including interviews from staff. Mr. Hutchinson and Mr. Moses have been interviewed for their output.
You'll be following Faith Jones for her day in the life of Flex Wednesday.
My name is Faith Jones. I'm in 11th grade. Today you're going to follow me around my life of Flex Wednesday.
So I'm going to ask you some questions before we get into the day. So what are your expectations for Flex Wednesday?
I'm hoping that I can do a lot of my own work, and I'm in yearbook this year, so I'm hoping I can get a lot of pictures. And
what are you the most excited for?
I think I'm excited for the fact that this is kind of free reign, so you created your own schedule and you can follow it out throughout the year.
And so my last question is, how do you feel about Flex Wednesday? Do you think this is going to be an easy day or a hard one?
I think because this is the first day, it's going to be a little harder just because I don't exactly know what I'm doing. But I hope that the more we do this, the easier it gets. So I'm going to head to PE now because I have to make up for the day I'm missing actually tomorrow. So
how do you think PE is going to go for you?
I think it's going to be easy. It's just weightlifting. I'm right now in my college writing class. We are meeting with Miss Nistel and going over our personal narratives that we're writing. Next class I have is my lunch / I'm going around for yearbook and trying to sell ads. So now I'm going to put my instrument together because now it's band class. So now I'm putting my instrument together because we're going to go outside in the rain and play for marching band.
Alright Faith, so now that Flex Wednesday has come to an end for you, what are you doing?
I am currently waiting for a time to go in for my band lesson because it's on Wednesday, and then I am going to go and free read.
So now that the day is over for you, how do you believe today went?
I think it went good, but I did enjoy being able to do my own thing.
And what did you enjoy or didn't enjoy?
I enjoyed being able to go and do my yearbook classes because we needed to get the advertisements in. I think what would make it better next time is being able to go out for lunch because sometimes it's just nicer to go out with friends.
And do you have any suggestions of how Flex Wednesday could become better?
I think that the teachers should call all in the morning between certain times, and that's the only time the teachers call you. So in the afternoon, the teachers can have a different class unrelated to what they do, and we can have more variety.
And to conclude this interview, what has been your favorite part of today, including the day in the life video?
I think my favorite part of the day was the first interview that we did, and it was a good way to start off my day.
As you can see, Faith's schedule is pretty easy and laid back, which is one of the perks that comes with Flex Wednesday, if you don't have any meetings to do, but of course you have to try and fill your time out. Do that, okay? We recorded some other students' opinions on Flex Wednesday, whether that was a sophomore, junior, or senior. So let's take a look at those.
My name's Jacob Field, I'm a senior, and I just finished band class.
How has your day been so far with this?
My day definitely has been completely empty.
So what have you enjoyed?
Well, I like that band was scheduled like regular hours, so we had time to work together and get more prepared for our performance on Friday.
What could be better about Flex Wednesday? Do you have any suggestions?
I think they definitely need to change the way you sign up for Flex Wednesday. I think it would be much better in like a Google form where you can see all the classes, you can see all the time slots, fill them out, send it in, and then they can add it to the spreadsheet.
Okay, so I'm Kayla Miller, I'm a freshman, and this video is about the Flexible Wednesdays.
How has your Flex Wednesday been so far?
My Flexible Wednesday, it's been really fun. I like how we have free time to just go and sit in the student center.
What have you enjoyed?
I like how we can sit in the student center with our friends, and then I like how all the grades are like intermixed, like everything's open to everybody.
And what could be better?
One thing I think could be better is I'd like more descriptions of like what is gonna happen like within like the session.
My name is Sarah Cortez and I am a senior.
So how has your Flex Wednesday been so far?
It's been stressful because I come from college and I can't work on my college things, each class is right after the other, and so it's really hard to just have time to breathe or to work on my college homework.
And what have you enjoyed so far?
I really enjoyed working for broadcast journalism because it was a neat experience. It was something new and totally what I wanted to do and be a part of.
And what could be better?
I think maybe not having so many classes, or just having like a time period at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day where this is where you go to the classes that you only need to be there for 5 minutes.
Cody Moses, teach social studies, and I assume we're talking about Flexible Wednesdays.
So the first question is, how were you feeling about Flex Wednesday when you first heard about it?
As teachers, we are creatures of our own habits, and traditionally, myself included, we like to do things a certain way. So when Flexible Wednesdays is thrown out, immediately the alarm bells are going off, thinking a lot of the bad things, like, oh no, like, what if my idea doesn't work? So initially you're a little hesitant, and then as you start to drum up ideas in your head, it makes a whole lot of sense why this freedom and flexibility is pretty valuable for a lot of kids, no matter what the topic is.
And will this help students that need extra help in their regular classes?
I think so. Talking to several teachers, they've offered all throughout the day certain chunks of time where if you don't understand something, you're already here in school, and it might be one-on-one, which you don't get in the regular day. If you're shy and you don't want to ask a question in front of 30 people, I can sit with a teacher and say, I've never said anything, but I don't get this. Can you please help me? And I've walked the hallways a little bit today, and I've seen that happening a lot.
Have you had any people come in so far?
Oh yeah, I had. So currently, I'm not offering any relearning. We just took our first test on Friday, but I've had 2 sections over an hour apiece, really getting the ball rolling with, I had about 15 kids thinking about the importance of politics and the importance of voting and the importance of being educated in your choices.
So are there any other classes you're willing to teach throughout the year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just talking to Mr. Collison about that, all the things we would do differently moving forward. I think what I did today and am doing today is valuable, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be 4 sections of that all day. We might have a chunk of the morning that is history related, politics related, but then there's another chunk where it's more psychology.
Yeah. And to conclude this interview, how do you think it's been so far last Wednesday?
I can only speak to myself, but working in small groups, I have heard some discussion from students that in a big group, they haven't been speaking out, kind of closed off. And the people who signed up for my class should be the more, I don't want to say politically active yet, but they're more interested in this process. I have been impressed with the discussion so far and the questions that kids are asking. You know, one kid came in and he said, is it true that people in America don't vote compared to the rest of the world? And we pulled up the chart and we looked at how, yeah, we never break 70% turnout in a presidential election. Well, why don't we? You tell me. You tell me why people think voting is stupid. You tell me why people say that voting doesn't make a difference, their vote doesn't matter, or why none of the candidates are the best ones. That stuff right there tells you why we don't turn out to vote.
What are we doing on Flex Wednesdays?
Well, Flex Wednesday, the idea there was that once in a while throughout the semester, we'd like to give students the opportunity to have a little choice in how their day went. And also give teachers the opportunity to maybe do things that they couldn't normally do in a 43-minute period that would help benefit the students in their class. So our hope will be that as time goes on, we have, you know, a nice balance of like reteaching and relearning, as well as maybe things that are above and beyond what they're used to doing, and so we can really meet wherever every student's at individually on that day.
Okay. Are there any schools that have a similar program, and if not, how did this idea come out?
There are other schools that provide some choice to their students. Maybe not exactly like how we're doing it, but there's like a flexible mod schedule that some schools use where students' schedules change week to week and stuff like that. I don't know that I specifically know of another school exactly doing this. Where did it come about?
I think the students' overwhelming appreciation and enjoyment of J-term was part of the idea. Students love that. We hear that all the time. It's overwhelmingly positive that they wish they could have more choice and more flexibility in what they're learning.
So how do you think students responded to this?
You know, I think it was mixed. I think some students enjoyed it a lot. I heard a lot of real positives, but I also heard students say, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So I think there was some uncertainty of exactly where they were going and what they were supposed to be doing.
And is there anything you're going to change since Flex Wednesday already happened?
For sure. And so we met as a staff and we tried to talk about what went well. Let's keep doing that. But maybe what are some things we could improve upon? And so we are looking to make some changes to hopefully communicate better with students, maybe get out the schedule a little earlier to them, make sure that all students have good options. It was obvious to me that some students just by chance they just didn't have a lot to pick from. So we're trying to give a better selection, I guess, for all students. And then we're also going to do things schedule by half hours instead of just totally open, to hopefully make it a little more organized that way. Those are some things that pop up right away to me. I should throw out, we're also going to let juniors and seniors have open campus for lunch. We thought that would be helpful. So I think for us as a staff, it's important to show students that we're willing to try something new and take the good and learn from the bad and move forward and kind of model some growth ourselves.